say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sport.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now it's Barkley. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
That's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. To try again after the sack, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 12. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up seconds. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three. You drop Porker.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20. but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Geis. Powerful running. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the... He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 91 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it across this for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw here. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
They want it offensively. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tighten up. Pull together. Hey, high 7, 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 15. 44 seconds to go. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many